Okay, good morning students. We are discussing today the angular momentum in case of rotation about a fixed axis. So the angular momentum of a system of particles already discussed before this topic. So that is, so for a system of particle or a particle is consists the angular momentum, the rate of change of the angular momentum, so that is dl by dt is equals to tau external. The external moment of force is equals to the time rate of change of the angular momentum. So this is equation number 1. Okay, when the external moment of force, so when the external moment of force on system of particles or a particle is 0, so what is the equation number 1? dl by dt equals to 0. That means there is no change in angular momentum. Change in angular momentum equals to 0. So then it is right as the angular momentum of system of particle. The angular momentum of a system of particle is taken as a constant. Okay, that is L equals to I omega. So L equals to, it is constant when it is 0. The change in the kinetic, the change in the angular momentum is 0. So then L is equals to constant. Now, so we are consider a typical particle, a typical single particle. So this is a rigid body, either symmetric or non-symmetric. A rigid body we consider a symmetric or non-symmetric. So we are consider first of all a rigid body. This particular rigid body is consist, so it is origin. This rigid body of the particle P is rotate. So the mass of the particle is m, and it is rotate a certain a fixed axis around the fixed axis. So this is the z axis. Around the z axis is rotates. So with velocity, the angular velocity we consider, the angular velocity is omega. So with angular velocity omega, it is rotate anti-clockwise direction. So here r is the position vector. Okay, r is the position vector here. So p. So this is perpendicular distance, or perpendicular nothing but the perpendicular distance between the, so point P to point C. Okay, so the perpendicular distance. Now we will consider here for the general expression for the total angular momentum. So here the angular momentum L equals to, so it is written as angular momentum. So L equals to summation of I equals to 1 to n. So here Ri cross Pi. So this is the equation number 2. Okay, the total angular momentum of the P particle. Here P particle is consist of a ith particle. So it is rigid body, that's complete rigid body. For the complete rigid body, we consider ith particle. The number of particle I equals to, here I equals to, we have taken 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. Okay, the number of particles is considered. So we are consider only ith particle. So that is any particle, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Okay, for the ith particle Ri cross Pi, the summation of Ri cross Pi, the relation between the angular momentum and linear momentum. So that is Ri bar cross Pi bar, vector Ri cross vector Pi. Okay, now we are consider here L equals to, okay, so L equals to R cross P. So but here, so in this diagram, it is R, so it is the vector, so O point to C point, so it is a vector, so it is another vector, so OP is another vector according to triangle addition law, okay, from triangle addition law. So it is right, vector OC plus vector CP equals to vector OP, okay, so that is OP equals to OC plus vector OP equals to vector OC plus vector CP, okay, so this is equals to R vector R equals to vector R equals to OP equals to OC plus CP. This is equation number 3. From this diagram, addition of vectors, triangle addition law, so OC plus CP equals to OP. Next one, angular momentum. So this is the angular momentum, so we can write here the angular momentum here, the angular momentum of ith particle L bar equals to R bar cross P bar. Simply we can write here L bar equals to R bar cross P bar, okay. This implies L bar equals to, so what is R bar here? R bar equals to OP bar, so OP bar is nothing but OC bar plus CP bar cross, that is P bar, okay, right. That implies L bar equals to, so we can write OC bar. So what is P bar? P bar is nothing but here, so P bar equals to M vector V bar, okay, M into vector V. So then OC bar cross M V bar plus CP bar cross M V bar. So this is equation number 4. But the velocity, so this is the direction of the velocity. So velocity of the particle is taken as Vi, okay. The velocity of the particle V equals to, so what is the relation between the velocity? Velocity equals to R cross omega. So R cross omega is nothing but we can write R omega sin theta. This is angle between the omega and V. So R and omega, the angle. So R omega sin theta. So R sin theta, it is also written as R sin theta is the angle. So R sin theta is written as that equals to R perpendicular omega. Okay, perpendicular distance, R perpendicular distance between the C point and P point. Okay, so this is theta, for example. So V equals to R perpendicular omega. So this is equation number 5. Here we consider this term only. Okay, CP bar MV equals to, MV bar equals to, so write CP bar, this term CP bar cross MV bar equals to, so what is CP bar? CP bar is nothing but Cp bar equals to, so here write same Cp bar, okay, Cp bar cross m, V bar equals to R perpendicular omega, R perpendicular omega. Next here, so what about Cp? Cp equals to R perpendicular, so R perpendicular m, R perpendicular omega, okay, that equals to, okay, L equals to, that is, so here Cp bar cross mv bar is nothing but, Cp bar cross mv bar is nothing but, so Cp bar is nothing but, this is the Cp bar cross mv bar, so mv bar, so it is perpendicular to each other. So for example, this is x-axis direction, this is y-axis direction, this cross product between Cp bar and mv bar, okay, Cp bar and mv bar is perpendicular to perpendicular, this plane is perpendicular to the z axis, okay, so it is rotate, so this plane is rotate around the z axis, so we can take the angular momentum along z axis, it is Cp bar cross mv bar is written as Lz, okay, Lz equals to R perpendicular m perpendicular m R perpendicular omega, so it can written as m R perpendicular into R perpendicular, R perpendicular square omega. This is equation number 6. So here equation number 6 is taken as along z-axis direction. So along z-axis direction, so it is Lz is taken as, so this is m R perpendicular square omega, so it is along direction, along z-axis direction, so this is a vector quantity, so it is k cap, so this is equation number 7. Next we can write here the, from equation number 4, from equation number 4 it is L equals to, or L bar equals to the angular, total angular momentum of ith particle, so L bar equals to, so here the equation number, from equation number 7, so it is Lz, okay, Lz plus, we can write here Lz plus OC bar cross OC bar cross m V bar, okay. So for ith particle, so it is a particle considered, for ith particle we have taken Li bar equals to Liz bar plus, so it is also taken bar, so plus OC I bar plus Mi Vi bar, so for ith particle, so this is equation number 8. So we can consider here the total angular momentum of rigid body, okay, the total angular momentum, the total angular momentum of a rigid body, then the total particles are I equals 1 2 3 4 so on, like that. So the total angular momentum equals to the summation of I equals to 1 to n Li bar that equals to summation of I equals to 1 to n L Iz bar plus summation over I equals to 1 to n OC I bar plus it is cross OC I bar cross MI VI bar. Okay, that implies L equals to, so it is along a z direction the total angular momentum, so it is written as Lz plus, so this part is taken as the, so OC bar, so what is OC bar equals to Ri, okay, Ri bar, so then so it is summation over I equals to 1 to n, same we have write I equals to 1 to n OC I bar plus cross MI VI square. So then this particular term, we have taken here a perpendicular angular momentum, so it is L perpendicular. So why it is taken L perpendicular? So see the diagram here. So L perpendicular is nothing but, so it is perpendicular direction, so it is perpendicular. So here the OC is the perpendicular line to the point P, so then it is taken as L perpendicular, so then L perpendicular, so then L perpendicular equals to, so it is L perpendicular angular moment, total angular momentum of perpendicular, it is perpendicular, L perpendicular equals to, so we have L perpendicular equals to summation over I equals to 1 to n, okay, OC I bar cross MI VI bar. Okay, so this is equation number 9. So here equation number 9, L perpendicular, then this equation becomes L equals to Lz plus L perpendicular. So this is equation number 10. We consider L perpendicular. So L perpendicular is nothing but summation over I equals to 1 to n OC I bar cross MI VI bar. So this is the equation number 9. So now we are consider here Lz equals to, so what is Lz? So Lz equals to, so this is the Lz value. So Lz equals to, already we can write here the Lz equals to summation over Liz, okay, summation over Liz, that equals to summation of, so this is M R perpendicular square, okay, R perpendicular square omega k. So but here we have taken ith particle, so here Mi, R perpendicular also we have taken Ri square omega k cap. Okay, here that equals to Lz equals to, so here summation of Mi Ri square, omega is constant and k cap is a unit vector. So this particular term summation Mi Ri square is a moment of inertia, we have take moment of inertia. So then Lz equals to, so moment of inertia I omega k cap. So this is equation number 11. So here I equals to summation over mi ri square. So this is equation number 12. Okay, moment of inertia, we are the moment of inertia I equals to, already we know that the summation mi ri square. Next we know that the L perpendicular. So what is the L perpendicular? L perpendicular equals to summation OCI bar mi vi bar. So this is summation OCI bar cross mi vi bar. Okay, so it is equation number 9. Already we know that. So this is equation number 9. Simply we are consider, so again we see the diagram here. So this is a diagram. So L perpendicular equals to summation over OCI bar. So this is OCI bar cross mi vi bar. Summation is nothing but the total particles velocities. So for example, this is taken positive, so positive direction, so it is moves upward direction. So here it is consist negative, the direction negative vi, so it moves velocity. So this particular velocity, for example, this is a symmetric. So for considering, first of all, for considering here, for consider symmetric bodies. Symmetric bodies. Symmetric bodies is nothing but, so offside. So what is the offside? Half circle is equals to another half circle. Okay, half circle. For example, so this is a symmetric body. So it is half and another half. So symmetric bodies is nothing but, for example, this is a rod. So rod is half side. So what is the size and what is the length? So what is the area? So it is also same area, length and size, that cannot change. It is means symmetric bodies like cube, sphere, and this is rectangular shape, triangular shape, like that. So it is a symmetric bodies. For the symmetric bodies, what happens here? The vi is upward direction is positive, or downward direction is negative. So then summation over, so minus vi plus vi, it can be cancelled. So L perpendicular is equals to 0. So here L perpendicular we are consider L perpendicular equals to 0. So but from this equation for symmetric bodies, so then equation number, so equation number 10. Equation number 10 becomes L perpendicular equals to 0 for symmetric bodies. So then L equals to Lz. L equals to Lz, that equals to I omega k cap. Okay, so this is equation number 13. So next, for we have considered for non-symmetric bodies. For non-symmetric bodies, so non-symmetric bodies is nothing but the right hand side body, it is a fixed axis. We know that the fixed axis, rotation of the fixed axis, the rotation of the fixed axis. So what non-symmetric? So right hand side body is not equals to left hand side shape. right hand side shape is not equals to left hand side shape is called the non-symmetric body. Okay, so for example a stone we have taken, the stone size is shape is not symmetric. Okay, right hand side is not equal. So for example this is pen, so this is not symmetric, so this shape is decreases, the size is decreases, this size is increases, so this is a non-symmetric body. For non-symmetric bodies we have taken the angular momentum, change in angular momentum dl by dt equals to tau external. We know that the equation equals to the total moment of force. So this is equation number 14. So for non-symmetric bodies we consider the non-symmetric bodies. So then, so here the from this equation we are consider L equals to Lz. So d by dt of Lz. Okay, d by dt of Lz. So then d by dt of, so what is Lz? Lz equals to, from equation number 11, Lz equals to I omega k cap. I omega k cap. So here, so this is equation number 14. So listen here. So the equation number 14 and from the equation number 14, so tau external equals to, so this is tau equals to, so it is also written as the tau external, so tau equals to, so then, so it is tau along z axis, so it is tau k cap. Okay, tau into k cap. So next it is equation number 10. So what is equation number 10? L equals to Lz plus L perpendicular. So differentiate both sides with respect to time, equation number 10. So here dl by dt equals to dlz by dt plus dl perpendicular by dt. So this is the perpendicular. So here dl by dt is nothing but from equation number 1, so it is tau total angular momentum, that rate of change of total angular momentum is nothing but dl by dt. So it is tau external. So tau external equals to dlz by dt plus dl perpendicular by dt. So here d by dt of Lz, d by dt of Lz is nothing but from equation number 15. So it is also written as d by dt of I omega k cap. Okay, I omega k cap plus dl perpendicular by dt. The tau external equals to, so this from this equation tau external equals to tau into k cap. So tau into k cap equals to d by dt of I omega k cap plus dl perpendicular by dt. So in this perpendicular line, so the perpendicular line, the tau will be 0. Okay, so for the perpendicular line, so angular momentum, okay, total the differentiation of angular momentum is 0. There is no external force, okay, for the perpendicular line for this diagram. So from this diagram, so this is the perpendicular line, OC line. When the force, the external force is applied, there is no change, angular momentum. So when the angular momentum is no change, so then from this equation we can write dl perpendicular by dt equals to 0. Okay, d perpendicular, that is d perpendicular, dl perpendicular by dt equals to 0. It can write here the L perpendicular, the perpendicular angular momentum is constant. So this is equation number 16. Okay, at the perpendicular line, the angular moment, total angular momentum of rigid body is constant. So another equation we can write here, the another equation. So it is d by dt of I omega k cap equals to tau into k cap. Okay, both sides k cap is, it is along z axis. So then we can write here, so we can take only magnitude. So then tau equals to d by dt of I omega. Okay, so here the moment of inertia doesn't change. Okay, when the force, the torque, the tau, moment of force is applied, the moment of inertia does not change. So then tau equals to, I is constant moment of inertia, so then d omega by dt. So then total moment of force on rigid body, tau equals to I into alpha. So this is the moment of force. Already we are derived this equation before this topic, tau equals to I alpha. So then the total moment of force, tau equals to moment of inertia into angular acceleration. So this is equation number 17. Okay, this is angular momentum. So the angular momentum is perpendicular line, the total angular momentum, the rate of change of the total angular momentum, perpendicular line is 0, then it is constant. Perpendicular line, angular momentum is constant. So here, so for the rotational body, for the fixed axis, the rotational body, the moment of force tau equals to I into alpha. I alpha is nothing but moment of inertia into angular acceleration. Okay, so this is equation number 17.